So with the NFL salary cap increasing to about $255 million, naturally a lot of people have been asking me, what does that mean for Brandon Aiyuk's contract extension? This is good news for the 49ers, but it's good news for every single team in the National Football League, because this simply gives San Francisco more money now to work with and a little bit more financial flexibility. For Aiyuk, he's guaranteed about $14 million going into his fifth-year option. But if he signs a contract extension, the Niners have the ability to actually lower that number and the cap hit for 2024. And that was already the case before the salary cap increase here. So basically, to summarize things, every team in the NFL now has a little bit more breathing room as far as the salary cap. And for San Francisco, they're under the cap. But now, with a couple of contract restructures, San Francisco can realistically clear up to almost $100 million, and they saved $2.5 million yesterday by cutting Isaiah Oliver. So when everybody tries to say there's no way that the Niners are going to be big-time players in free agency because they're paying all of these players X amount of dollars, I get where people come from, but there are always ways to massage the cap, pull off financial maneuverability within the salary cap, and what I like to call salary cap gymnastics. San Francisco's in a really good spot here, and they still have a loaded roster. They have an elite coach coming off the heartbreak of the Super Bowl. It's obviously going to be really difficult to come off of that and make another deep run. What I worry about is San Francisco's health and the physical and mental toll that 4 NFC championship games in 5 years and 2 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years can take. But you recharge, you reboot, you rely on quality coaching and really, really good talent. You keep this core intact, and as you project forward, the salary cap is only going to continue to increase. It was slated to be about $243 million, and then the NFL announces yesterday it's up to $255. As recently as 2016, it was $155 million. So in 8 years, it's gone up $100 million. Business is booming for the NFL. The league really is just mastered having nearly a 12-month calendar when you think about it. The Super Bowl was just a couple of Sundays ago. And you have the NFL Combine next week. We're going to be there in Indianapolis. Then you have free agency the second week of March, and then the draft at the end of April, rookie minicamp, OTAs, and then training camp gets started at the end of July with preseason games in August and the regular season in September. What you also have to keep in mind here is a lot of expensive players on this roster still, and when you do look ahead, San Francisco is obviously going to have to be mindful of some of the big deals that they're paying some of the players on this team, especially with some of the core pieces getting a little bit older. And while the salary cap does go up, the salaries and the asking prices of the players are naturally going to go up as well. And there's one big thing I want to hit on lastly here. Brock Purdy has been one of the best value deals in the NFL the last 2 years. This year, he was a top 5 quarterback statistically and top 5 in MVP voting, making less than $1 million per year. So while he's been a bargain, if he plays like he did in 2023 and 2024, not going to be a bargain any longer. And San Francisco is going to have to pay up because you just don't come across franchise quarterbacks that often. And with the salary cap on the uptick, and if Purdy continues to ball out, naturally, he's going to get paid a lot of coin. But this Super Bowl window for San Francisco is still open.